Hi guys, it's me, Dimension Battles, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys all of set 5. So I finished all of the set 5 cards. Most of them you've seen, but there's a couple of new ones in here, like at least 10 of them are new or you haven't seen, so hopefully you guys enjoy. So first off, we have Leaf Commander, a stage 1 common card who gains 100 power for every grass type card in the field, so a pretty good card. And then we have one of the ultra rares. The ultra rares I'll set aside over here so you guys can look at it more. Cyber Enhanced Clock Bomb Dino, another ace Cyber Enhanced card. Cause I noticed there's only one great stage 3 ultra rare Cyber Enhanced card, so I wanted to make a stronger Cyber Enhanced one or another strong one, so that's why I decided to make Cyber Enhanced Clock Bomb Dino. And when he's destroyed by battle, you can deal 3 damage to your opponent's health, so it's really strong. And then we have Item Copier. You guys saw this card in one of my thumbnails and in my pack opening. It's a stage 4 rare card, and its effect can become, this card's effect can become the same as an item card in your discard pile, which is why it's a really strong card. Tornado Attacker, another air type, because air types are new for set 5, so yep. We have Lucky Duck. I don't even know if you've seen Lucky Duck yet, but he's a stage 2 common card, and he says, how lucky is that? He has 200 power and 200 defense. We have Flamethrower. She's stage 1 card, 100 power and 200 defense, but it can attack your opponent's health directly, so pretty powerful. We have Bright Dragon, one of the new cards that you guys haven't seen yet. Bright Dragon is a stage 2 common card with 200 power and 300 defense. And basically, Bright Dragon actually came from Double Dragon. I drew a card called Double Dragon during a stream, which you guys should check out when you finish this video. And I originally drew it. You can see a little bit if you look closely of the other dragon head. But then I ended up redrawing it because I drew the one dragon head way too high. So that's why what was I going to do with this empty card? I decided to make this dragon. And I used pink because I never made a pink dragon before. So bam. There we go. We have Ice Pillar Archer, one of the first cards that we made for set 5, and she really, it's like a full art, and I made sure not to put any text boxes. I didn't put a text box also, so yeah, it really pops, I guess you could say. We have Trident Warrior of the Seas, a stage 1 rare card, 200 power and 200 defense, who gains, when he's on the field, all of your water type cards gain 200 power, so a really strong card and more support for the water types. We have Tornado Horse, part of the Charger archetype, and I was watching back my video. I talked about the Charger archetype, and I call it different things like the Charge archetype, the Charging archetype, but the correct name is Charger archetype, in case you guys are curious. And basically, all the Charger cards have the same ability. After it attacks, you return him to your hand, and twice per game it happens to this card. So Tornado Horse, Water Enforcer, another Charger archetype, and then Gears Theme Charger. That's kind of how I got the Charger archetype name. Only one of them actually has Charger in the name, but they're all a part of the same archetype, so yeah. We have Magma Dragon. There's also one for each type, in case you guys were curious, but they're kind of just mixed in with a bunch. Magma Dragon. Item Enhancer, with the item card for the Enhancer archetype, to target one item card in the field and increase its powers and defense bonuses by 100, so pretty good card. And then we have Armored Archer. So you never actually saw this card. I never made a video on it because I didn't really like the way he came out. But Armored Archer is a stage 1 common card with 200 power and 200 defense. And he was part of a 3 marker challenge where I was going to use gray and dark gray and green to make a card. And it turned out decent, I think. But I didn't really like the artwork. I didn't think it was worthy of its own video. So I ended up scrapping the recording. And that's kind of why he's here, in case you guys are curious. We have Eagle Wing, one of the very first cards that I made for this set, so really early one, but still pretty good. We have Future Lightning Warrior, a recent card that I made with a new marker challenge. It's a pretty good card. Effect Stopper, really important for the Charger archetype, because when you equip it to a creature, it loses its effects, so it won't return to your hand afterwards, so it'll actually be usable. Thunder Trumper, I had the first one that I made that started the Charger archetype. There's an entire story about why I made this card that you guys should check out in the Charger archetype video. Basically, the reason why is because making a stapler remover. That's kind of what all the cards are based off of, because if you don't know what a staple remover is, it looks like this kind of, and it clamps on the staple to pull it out. It's pretty cool. Then we have Electric Enhancer. It basically equips itself onto a creature and makes it stronger. Another Enhancer archetype card. Crystal Cave Monster, another intense creature who's attacking and getting ready to just destroy the enemy. And that's why Crystal Cave Monster is another one of the Charger archetypes. Steel Enhancer, that increases the defense for the Enhancer archetype. Leaf Monster, another one for the Charger archetype, and Token Puncher, who I was going to make a part of the Dimension archetype, but I decided not to because I wanted to make her its own individual card, so yeah. And you can pay in a token so she can attack twice, so pretty decent card. Professional Superhero, yep, definitely professional. Seljuk, part of the when my friend's siblings suggested a card. Extra Plant, you guys haven't seen this card yet. Basically, it's like genetically replicating cards. So, Extra Plant stage 2 common card, and it shows 2 identical plants. Definitely identical. And you can equip it to a grass type card so it can battle twice. And in case you guys are wondering, I changed the term from attack to battle because I thought battle would make more sense because, you know, it's called Dimension Battle. So from now on, just imagine it says battle whenever it says attack. So yeah, in case you guys were curious about that. And then we have Token. I remade the Token card because originally I drew it and it looked like Scribbles with Rachel's Token. I didn't even realize that because I made it so long ago. So when I remade it, I realized that the Token card still had the old design. So this is the updated Token design. Token is a stage 1 rare card that allows you to gain 1 token. Yeah, I know, it's really powerful, trust me. Because you need a token in order to summon a creature, so this card allows you to gain a token, so it works out. It's pretty strong. We have the ultra rare Ultra Tail Dino. Yeah, ultra, yep. So this Iron Ultra Tail Dino I made pretty recently actually, and you can pay 3 health so they can attack he can attack twice. A heavy cost, but he has 400 power and 600 defense, so really strong attack right there. Spring-loaded boots, you can equip it to a creature, and when it is attacked, you can negate the attack, but the equipped creature is returned to your hand, and this card is discarded. So it's like, it's like a way to like evacuate or to like eject basically your creature to save it. So yeah. Enlargement, it allows you to increase a stage 1 creature, or to double a stage 1 creature's power, so pretty strong, but you know, stage 1 creatures don't have the strongest power, so it works out. And then we have Mechanical Laser Soldier. This is another one of my new cards that you haven't seen yet. Mechanical Laser Soldier is a stage 1 common card with 200 power and 100 defense, and once per game it can battle twice, so he can attack twice, which is what makes him really powerful. And I personally really love this card because just look at the artwork. What's there not to like about it? He has a giant gear. In the beginning, I made this a chainsaw that he was holding onto, and I was like, what should I make it? It's like, well, I might as well draw the type before I accidentally draw the wrong type. So I decided to draw a gear, and I was like, oh, a gear, that'll look perfect. So that's why he has this ginormous cannon that's just blasting green laser energy. And in case you guys are wondering, just for tips for your artwork, what I do is it has green laser energy, so that's why I made sure to color in the eyes and the mouth green, because if you have a color coming out of it that's not like the base color, you want to find a way to incorporate it into the card, whether that be like via making the eyes green or the mouth green. It works out. And yeah, so basically Mechanical Laser Soldier is a pretty good card. In case you guys are wondering why I always make sure to draw the type in first, it's because one time I drew an item card. I accidentally drew it as a creature on accident, so I had to scrap that card or like just not use it, so that was just sad. And yeah, so pretty good card. We have Metal Dice. You're just getting ready to punch and just destroy the enemies. He's a stage 2 common card with 200 power and 300 defense, and he's a part of the dice archetype because when you roll a dice, either gains 100 power or loses 100 power, so a risky card, but it can be effective. We have Nerd Gummy, another air type. Rock Boxer, an earth type. Pretty nice card. Is drew yellow around his fists to show that they're powerful. Steel Tick, card designed by my friend, not my friend's siblings, but my friend. Pretty awesome card. I redrew one of his cards. It was a pretty good video. Then we have Fire Attacker. If you don't know what Fire Attacker is, another one of the Charger archetypes. I think he's the second one I ever made. Yeah, I'm pretty sure second one. And we have Double Dragon, the card I was talking about. You can see how this head became Pink Dragon's head. You guys can tell. And then we have Remote Control Machine, a stage 2 common card with 100 power and 300 defense, and her effect reads once per turn when an opponent's creature attacks, you can choose the creature it'll battle, so it's like diverting it or changing the attack so that then it won't be as strong and instead it'll like you'll be able to knock the attack out of the way. So it's a pretty good card. And then we have Squash, another card that I thought was ingenious because I saw Punch and I thought, you know what, that would be a good artwork because I had to find a good card for the Charger archetype to make it so they won't return to your hand. And when I saw Punch in the fist, I thought, what if I drew it smashing one of the Charger archetype creatures? So that's why it says you can equip it to a creature and it can't be returned to the hand, so that then it won't be returned to you and it can stay on your field to attack, or mainly to defend you, so that then it won't, you know, the opponent can't attack you. And we have Beast of Darkness, the shadow, or yeah, the shadow type, or the dark type, Charger archetype card. Jeez, that was awkward. And then we have Elemental Champion, the Ace Charger card, stage 4, ultra rare. And when you summon by discarding 2 creatures, you can have the effect to return this creature to your hand after an attack, and it won't happen. And after this, or this card can only be summoned by discarding 2 creatures that have the effect to return to your hand. So basically, you have to discard 2 cards that are part of the Charger archetype in order to summon him. And when he attacks by discarding a creature with the Charger archetype, he won't be returned to your hand, which makes this effect pretty good. And then we have Null Beast, a part of the Charger archetype, and the most simple looking one. He's very basic, 200 power, 100 defense, stage 1 common. But I had to make a no type one, which is why I made this one. And as you can see, it's kind of like the base for the card that all the other types combined build up to. Then we have Living Sword, a stage 1 rare card, a really good item card because it gains 100 power for every creature it destroys, or the equipped creature gains 100 power for every other creature it destroys, so really good card to increase power. And with Evil Enhancer, they probably work together because it's a Shadow type or a Dark type, a stage 1 common card, 100 power and 200 defense, and you can destroy him to target one creature on the field and make it lose 200 defense, so it's a pretty strong Shadow type, and it's also a really powerful creature. And then we have Machine Bomb. You guys haven't seen this card yet. Machine Bomb's a stage 2 rare card, and by discarding a Melee type card on your field, you can destroy one card on your opponent's field that has the same stage as the card you destroyed. So it's basically like you sacrifice one of your creatures in order to also sacrifice one of your opponent's creatures. And as you guys can see, like the sketch of other cards in the background. Like there's originally a head on this card. It was originally going to be like a machine beast, but then I thought, you know what, wouldn't a bomb look cooler? And it looks awesome because you can just tell that it would be really effective, especially because of all the different chords. Like the classic scene in the movies were like, which one do we cut? That's kind of what I was going for when I did this artwork. Then we have Underwater Stapler, a pretty powerful card that goes against fire types. Effect Stopper, we drew 2 copies of him because, you know, why not? It'll be a good card for the archetype. And the last card we have is Full Armor Knight, who's a rare card, and he doesn't have a stage because he's a 2-type card, a grass and a metal type. And if you want to know how 2-type cards work, in order to summon them, you have to have both of those types in your discard pile. And when you summon, you gain a token, which is what makes it a really good card. And he has 300 power and 300 defense. And yeah, so this was all of set 5. Hopefully you guys liked set 5 and you thought it was pretty cool. Comment down which card from set 5 is your favorite. And yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and you guys enjoyed set 5. If you guys are excited for set 6 and you guys enjoyed set 5, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Bye guys.